First Lady Jill Biden surveyed tornado recovery efforts in Bowling Green, Kentucky Friday. The trip comes 1 month after multiple tornadoes destroyed communities in the southern part of the state. 77 people were killed. The First Lady was joined by Democratic Governor Andy Beshear, his wife, and local officials. They visited several hard-hit neighborhoods and the FEMA Center set up to assist those affected in the Bowling Green area. For more, I want to bring in Tessa Duvall. She's an investigative reporter with the Courier Journal in Louisville, Kentucky. Tessa, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. I know that the First Lady's trip to Kentucky is meant to, quote, highlight the partnership between federal and local agencies. How has her visit been received, do you think, so far by residents there?
You know, people are happy that the First Lady was in Bowling Green today. You know, it has been more than a month since tornadoes tore through Bowling Green and other parts of western and south central Kentucky. And, you know, the news cycle moves on, but these people are still dealing with the loss of their homes, of loved ones, of their businesses. And so to have the First Lady here really sends the message that, you know, we haven't forgotten about you. We still remember that what you're going through and that you need help. I spoke to one resident today who said, you know, it's one thing to see this destruction on TV, to, you know, see video footage of it and be like, oh, that's really sad. But it's an entirely different thing to see it with her own eyes and be able to have that experience and relay that to the president. So I think people are very appreciative of the fact that she was here today.
Yeah, a lot more eyeballs, especially on the area when someone of her stature comes to visit. And I know that's sometimes really the big problem with these stories, right, is that they get a lot of attention very early on, and then days turns into weeks and people start forgetting about it. I know that's even the case. You know, the federal government agreed to cover 100% of tornado recovery costs for the first 30 days. But now that that month has passed, the governor is asking again the Biden administration to extend federal relief and recovery efforts. How has FEMA's response been so far? What are people talking about with that? And what else needs to be done?
So the governor did ask for an extension of that 100% coverage for disaster-related expenses. The last I'd heard, the Biden administration actually gave them some flexibility as to when to use that 30-day time period. So they gave them like a set amount of time, and somewhere in that window, they would be allowed to pick the 30 days that they'd like to use that reimbursement. But FEMA has had a really massive presence throughout affected areas. You know, the First Lady was at the FEMA Center in Bowling Green today. There are others, you know, agents with FEMA have been going door to door to hotels, trying to find people, trying to get them connected to assistance. And, you know, pretty soon we will start seeing FEMA housing made available to residents of several counties as well.
Governor Beshear also signed tornado relief legislation himself on Thursday. Can you talk a little bit about what's included in that bill and how it is going to differ from the aid being provided by the federal government?
Absolutely. So this set aside $200 million for tornado relief in Western Kentucky. So right now, the first bit of funds is going to emergency management and to schools. And then as needed, the legislature will be able to go back and approve more of that funding. And what's really an interesting observation about this is, you know, Andy Beshear is a Democrat in a state with a Republican supermajority in both chambers of the legislature. And so this is really something that people have come together to make happen. And it's been said a lot today, and it's been said a lot since the tornado struck, that disasters don't care about your party affiliation. And so people are really putting that aside when it comes to the tornadoes. And I think that's something that residents really appreciate as well.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring people together. Tessa Duvall, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.